Today we're in a Nissan Pathfinder 2015 and we're going to be upgrading the infotainment in this vehicle. These vehicles never came with popular technology like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but they're also a very complicated vehicle to be able to upgrade the infotainment without losing key factory features and functionality. So in order to be able to keep all of those features and functions, we're going to be using iDatalink Maestro along with Kenwood's Direct Replacement DAX 8000 XDS unit. So what we're going to do is show you some of the features that we need to retain in this vehicle, and then once we've installed the Kenwood and iDatalink Maestro system in the vehicle, we'll walk you through how the system operates. So on these vehicles it can be really challenging to update the infotainment system, mainly because in these vehicles there's not a lot of depth for us to mount a traditional aftermarket stereo. The other thing that we also need to retain in this vehicle is the Bose amplified system, which is not an easy thing to do, but thanks to iDatalink Maestro we can do that as well. We then go down the dash to having all of these factory buttons that need to be retained and used, and we're going to be able to create these buttons to be customized functions for the Kenwood system through iDatalink Maestro's WebLink program. We also want to retain all of these factory radio buttons like AM, FM, volumes, track skip. All these buttons need to be retained, as well as the climate control display needs to be retained so you can see important information like your dual zone climate control. Additionally, we have our steering wheel controls that need to be retained, and on this car it's fitted with a 360-degree camera that also needs to be retained on the aftermarket system. So what we're going to do now is install the Kenwood system, show you how it all operates and functions so you can see how this is the perfect solution to upgrade the infotainment system in your Nissan using Kenwood's Direct Replacement unit and iDatalink Maestro. So as we mentioned earlier, in the Nissan and Infiniti vehicles that come with an 8-inch screen, there is a challenge with not having enough depth to put in a standard aftermarket radio. But this new solution from Kenwood, the DAX 8000 XDS, is a split unit where the screen and the radio module are mounted separately in the vehicle. So we don't have any problems with the depth behind the screen. The other thing is it's an 8-inch screen, so it perfectly fits where the existing 8-inch screen was, and there's no need to replace any of the dash panels. Now the other thing that the iDatalink Maestro system allows us to do is completely maintain all of the key functions of the vehicle. Things like our button panel here, all of these buttons are either pre-programmed. For example, we have the voice button, which will activate Siri, or we can hit the back button to bring us back to home. We also can activate the camera feature. If we just put the vehicle into drive, the camera button will activate the factory 360-degree camera. We can change the views. All factory features are retained. Now as we go further down, we have here our radio information and infotainment controls. So we completely control and maintain all of these features as normal, and some of these buttons are also programmable within the iDatalink Maestro WebLink program. Now climate control is also a really important feature that needs to be retained. There's dual zone climate, which will display the temperature up on the screen like it did from factory, because there's no temperature display on the climate control panel. Same as our fan speed, we get these nice little widgets coming up. However, if we press any of the other buttons, we can bring up the full climate control screen up here. So now we have touchscreen control over temperature, fan speed, and other features of the climate control system. We can also go into the rear, control the rear climate control, fan speed, and temperature as well. So all of these features from factory are completely retained. Another important feature that we retain as well is this vehicle information screen, which will give you any door open warnings, but you can see there the tire pressure settings of the vehicle are also displayed clearly and retained on the Kenwood screen. So they're all the key features that the iDatalink Maestro system retains, but the Kenwood solution as well is full of all the latest technology with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, both wired and wireless, digital radio. We also have Bluetooth streaming, USB, radio of course. So all of the latest features and technology in this high definition Kenwood display.